the channel from the Ninja Turtles Playmates line, we've got Bebop and Michelangelo.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another unofficial Turtle Tuesday unboxing and review. And today from the latest Playmates line, I believe a Walmart exclusive, we've got Bebop and we've got Michelangelo. And like I said, Walmart exclusive seems to be the place to find these guys. Right now, currently, as I film this video, these are $25 on clearance in a lot of my areas. You long gamers, you might be able to wait a little bit more and get them down to like $19, $15, $10. Do I hear $5? You never know with some of these Walmart clearances. And you also get some of those toy managers that said, let's cut to the chase, let's get this over with, and let's just drop it down to $5 and get these out of my hair. That happens as well. So be on the lookout for these. These aren't a bad purchase, I guess, especially for $5. You really can't go wrong with that. We've unboxed the rest of them here on the channel. Two little mixed results, I would say. Some good, some bad, and some downright ugly. And we'll see what we got here with Bebop and Michelangelo. Michelangelo, one of my favorite turtles. I would say my favorite turtle, not one of, my favorite turtle. And then Bebop, I go back and forth. Bebop, Rocksteady, I like them about the same. Sometimes I like Bebop a hair more, sometimes Rocksteady, but pretty much the same. And of course, we'll compare these to some other versions of Bebop and Michelangelo later in this video. But first, we got to do this like we always do. We're going to take a look at the package. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So there's the packaging. Old Bebop and Michelangelo. The biggest thing I don't like about these figures is the size. Bebop should be a heck of a lot bigger than Michelangelo, and I think Michelangelo is just a hair too big here. You got to go one way or the other. Make Michelangelo a little smaller or make Bebop bigger. They should not be the same size. But we got that classic turtle logo at the top. Bebop versus Michelangelo on the bottom. Big window box, of course. Bricks being broke through. A little turtle action on the side. Little Bebop action down here below. And you got bricks flying all over. So that's cool packaging. These are very cool packaging going on. Then you got the heroes versus the villains right there. Little blurbs. I'll, of course, pause that and put that in here if you guys want to check that one out. And then you got the turtle logo as well. UPC's warnings down below. Turtles on the top. And we're off to the races. So let's pull this out. Like I said, we did the other 3 packs on the channel already. So if you're interested, check those out on the channel. See you later. There it goes. Pull this out. Now, once again, you get the Bebop Michelangelo sewer lids right there. Manhole covers. Nice stands. I always appreciate a good stand, of course. And then we got Bebop and we got Michelangelo. Michelangelo looks like he just saw something crazy. He's got the weirdest look in his eyes. But there they are in the plastic prison. Old Bebop and Michelangelo. Big, big, heavy-duty twist ties, which is just kind of comical to me, locking these down like Fort Knox is what it is. But we're going to get them out of the plastic prison. We're going to get these out, and we'll be back talking Bebop and Michelangelo. All right, we got Bebop, we got Michelangelo out of the package. Let's get down to business. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Is there fuss? I don't know if there is at this point. The Turtle's been released many times via Playmates. Bebop, I'm not sure anybody's really fussing about him, but we'll see. But let's take a look at him. First, we'll take a look at the stand here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Bebop. Got 2 peg holes right there. Always cool to get stands, like I always say. Then we get down to his little drill gun action here. Once again, my biggest gripe with the villain weapons here, there's not a lot of thought to them. They're just all one piece, all one color. It's that patented drill gun of his. It looks like it doesn't shoot bullets. It just drills. I'm not exactly sure. Got a nice scope at the top. It's got nice sculpting to it. I just wish there was a little bit more color to it. But it is what it is. So we got that with Bebop. Then we get to Bebop. And much like a young Captain Spaulding, I calls them like I sees them. And I'm not sure on this one. This one looks, obviously you know who this is. It just looks a little bit strange. And the tone of the chest and the arms are totally different skin tone colors. That really does throw me off. Very piggish pink on the arms and the head, but a little bit more gray on the chest. So that, I don't like that a whole lot. He looks almost like a Dreadnought too. G.I. Joe fans would get that reference, but he reminds me he'd be in the Dreadnoks team, I think, if he was in the G.I. Joe universe. But he does have his nice chain belt going on. He's got his bandolier, his strap with a nice chain with a skull and some teeth on it going there. A couple grenades. Nice vest. The vest is not removable. It is all sculpted in, of course. He's got the turtle shoulder pads up here from some turtles he killed, trying to stick it to Michelangelo and his buddies. Does have that nice purple mohawk, big tusk, and the nose ring going on. He does have his patented glasses, very new wave glasses here. He is a punk rocker, though, at the end of the day. But he does look okay. He's got his forearm gauntlets with spikes on them. Those do move around and stuff. No hand articulation, just traditional hand articulation. You can move him around. A little bit of a peg hole going on that a little hard to move. He does have double jointed elbows, very tight bicep cut, as well as double jointed knees. No thigh cut. Nope, no thigh cut. Oh, and I just popped the leg off. Hopefully that goes back in. And it does, I think. I hope. I'm sure kids will do that too, won't they? And so will people like Kyle. But it does go back in. But yeah, there's not a lot of articulation to the leg, as we just found out. He does get the shoe cut. He does have his Chuck Taylors. I'm a big fan of red shoes, as you know. I've been doing it long before the Usos did. But I have a pair of red Converses I wear from time to time, red Nikes, some red Pumas. I'm a Renaissance man in the shoe department. I'm not a big Air Jordans type guy or anything like that. I'm more of a Cheap Trick Vans guy. Converse, I have Black Sabbath Converse shoes. I don't know how we got talking about shoes, but I do have a pair like this. So if I want to go as Bebop for Halloween this year, I'm halfway there. I got his shoes already. He does have his typical blue jeans. No pinless joints on this one. Not that I really expected him to be. Once again, these are kids' toys, so you got to have your expectations a little bit low. And for 25 bucks, you know, it's not terrible. Is it the greatest thing since sliced bread? No pun intended. I don't think so. I got him right here against the NECA cartoon one. I mean, I'm taking that one all day long. He is a little bit more hunchbacked than I'd like him to be. If you go all the way back to the old Playmates days, he had a very much a hunchback going on. So I guess that is key. And but yeah, still, it's okay. I don't know. I think I like this one a hair more than Rocksteady. Once again, it's pretty close. I wouldn't say this is a terrible figure. Just a couple of gripes, and I got to say that about this whole line. A couple of gripes, but you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. This isn't NECA, for instance, right here. But there you go. There's old Bebop. Now we turn our attention to Michelangelo, and of course we got a stand for him as well. Got his name down there, all that kind of stuff together. I do really much, I can't talk today. I do really much like, I don't think anybody's ever said that until now, but I really do like his nunchucks here. Got kind of a real chain going on. Then you get the nice orange against the silver. So this is what they should do with the villains' weapons. Give them a little color, give them a little pizzazz, if you will. Dress them up a little bit. But we got two Michelangelo nunchucks here, identical, but very cool. I like the real chain. A really, really good look. And then you get down to Michelangelo, much like all the other turtles. They're all the same thing. We get orange for Michelangelo, of course. You get the Michelangelo on the belt, the M. Then you got the different facial expression here. He just kind of looks like he doesn't know what's going on. But a lot of reuse here. We got spots on the back. You can store the nunchucks if you are so inclined. The big thing here is the hand articulation. I guess I should say the finger articulation and the toe articulation. That is something you don't see a whole lot in toys nowadays. It's kind of an old Toy Biz Marvel Legends type thing, is what I always custom it to for the most part. You do get the bicep swivel, you do get a thigh swivel, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, and the head, of course, movable as well. Not a ton of up and down, but just a little bit of amount there. Like I said, he's got the Michelangelo belt going on that wraps around the big brown shell. It's just your typical turtle like we've seen 3 times before, and of course he will fit on a stand. That's what they're made for, of course. And as you guys know, I do feel these turtles are just a hair big, or Bebop's a hair small. I'm not sure, but no world should these guys be the same size. Not my world I'm living in, that's for sure. But we do got a couple other Ninja Turtles I have sitting around here at the desk. There's the NECA cartoon. There's the Playmates one. So you can kind of really compare to that. So you can see it's a heck of a lot bigger. I think this pack is perfect for kids. Of course, kids would really enjoy playing with this. It's also good for people that don't want to invest all the money in maybe the NECA ones. They don't want to go on to that. Maybe you're looking for a turtle desk display just for your office at work. This might be a cheap one you could do. But if you're really going that route, you might want the original Playmates ones that are, of course, at Walmart as well. On clearance at $9 in a lot of stores. So maybe that would be the way to go. Choose your own adventure, as they say. But I don't mind these. These ones are very nostalgic. These not quite as nostalgic, a little bit strange looking really. But they get the job done. And for $25, I don't think you can go wrong. I think it's good enough for $25. It's not NECA, that's for sure. But I don't think it's pointing itself to be NECA. So you can't really compare the two outside of them being turtle figures. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? Did you pick these sets up? You passing on? I'm playing a little of that long game. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, give this video the old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the old notification bell on. Follow along on Patreon for this video and a lot of other videos much earlier to the Patreon subscribers. We got giveaways on there. A whole lot going on the Patreon, so check that one out. And then you can also hit me up on social media if you are so inclined. Make sure you subscribe to the old social medias as well. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, especially Twitter. That's where whenever I see deals going on, some hot flash sales things, I will post those on Twitter. A lot of people take advantage of that. That's how you're going to get some of those figures that are hard to get because they pop up in a short window. You got to get after it. So follow along to me on Twitter for some of that kind of stuff as well. And then ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, of course. So for Bebop and Michelangelo, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.